Previously on T-Man 978. Time, because you know there are several Marvel Legends Wolverines. This time his face is designed to look more like the animated series, X-Men 97, and he is penless for the first time.
T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now we're going to be taking a look at Marvel Legends series Uncanny X-Men Beast with lab gear, as you can see. Anywho, this is meant to be like retro like the 90s stuff. This is how toys would look in the 90s. Here's a product shot. There's Beast looking like that. Let's get it out of there. There's the full on artwork right there. This shocked me, but then I realized X-Men 97 had this. It shocked me because the G.I. Joe instantly cuts off where the bubble is. Alright, about 2 or 3 years ago, the pandemic happened and a bunch of other crazy crap started happening around the house and personal life. I started getting toys and planning to review them and not even opening them. This is one of the victims of that. So I've owned this for over a year and now here we are finally. There are the accessories he comes with, an extra head that's screaming. This is the original head sculpt he came with this body. Came with the same hands. He just didn't come with his lab coat, this head, or those glasses, or these beakers right there. All right, here we have this one, with this green chemical. Lord knows what that is. And we have the X gene right here, because all the mutants have an extra gene. So when Madeline Pryor made her little punny joke, she was not only referencing her being an extra gene, but she's making fun of the extra gene that all the mutants have. Looks like that on the bottom, and they all have little holes at the top. And guess what? I don't know if anybody else thought about doing this, but smoke effects from G.I. Joe classified series figures, and I'm gonna guess the Marvel Legends stuff fit in there. So there we are with that. And if you want to get extra spicy, here's the blast effect coming out of there. Maybe it's just smoking. It's just needing to get out and get on somebody. Now, as cool as it is to have glasses as an accessory, they didn't even design his new head in such a way to accommodate these glasses. They're literally just floating there. The ears are like affixed to the side of the head. It's only the slightest gap, and then they don't even reach the ears. I'm pretty sure that with the professor's money, they could have afforded to get him some glasses that fit. Or he could develop them himself. But as you could imagine, they aren't doing it right now because I'm on camera complaining about it. But if you move his head, they will fall off. But yeah, there they are. Here is his face without the glasses. I used to be confused before I started watching X-Men or reading the comics. So I'm like, why does Beast and Wolverine look so much alike, but one of them's just blue? I guess if you are a beastly character, your hair just naturally looks like this because Wolfsbane looks like this as well. And I think a few other characters. I don't know what's up with that. If you don't want that head, you can go ahead and pull it off. And as you saw, he has a ball hinge. You can go ahead and put this one on because now he's pissed. Yeah. I think the neutral head should have had his blue eyes that he's commonly known for having. I'm guessing when they do X-Men 97's Beast, he will probably have the blue eyes. That's definitely prominent. Now when he's fighting, he does look like this. And it's a common trope with cartoons that when characters are in fight mode, they lose their irises. But this lab coat is new. Here's the stitching. You can see that on there. You could possibly put some pencil-shaped things inside of the pockets. It's stitched in the middle, so it's 2 slots on there, so maybe they did that on purpose. The coat is big. And it's funny when you actually really think about it. He wears this lab coat, but he doesn't wear gloves or any type of leg protection. He just wants to protect his upper body, and he doesn't even button it. So, what's the use, beast? You got all this fur, something's gonna get on there. But motion-wise, you can get his arms out. You can rock them back. You can rock them forward. Let's put the arm up. You can stretch the arm up and put the collar back down. It is moving, but this is a jacket on a big plastic dude. Taking the jacket on and off, I would suggest popping the hands off and then popping them back on. But as you can see, he has some paint in the body, like definitely darker in the center of the chest, darker right here, and it's like it gradually gets darker. I really like that effect. And it seems like I could be imagining it, but it looks like they have just a little bit of the darker and the side of the arms and side of her hair. You can barely see it. But here's one weird thing with this. They made this mold years ago, where it has this ab crunch right there, the inverted ab crunch as they call it, where it's actually in the abs. And then they have the diaphragm joint on top of that. Now this isn't as strong as per se the Spider-Man, but you can still see it and it works. It's funny that they made this before pinless joints became a thing, and they also gave him the toes like the Spider-Man has. So they had all this articulation before pinless joints, and then they made pinless joints a big thing, and this type of articulation still isn't in mass production. I figured by now all Marvel Legends would be looking like that, but I guess Hasbro got cheap for whatever reason, especially during the pandemic, and here we are, way set back. Don't blame the Marvel Legends team. I'm pretty sure somebody over top of them, because they came up with this. And then they had to look at G.I. Joe team and every other team after G.I. Joe come out with way better articulation and pinless joints. So there you are. The pins wouldn't be such a problem with some of the Hasbro stuff, or some of the older Hasbro stuff, if like they weren't sunk in. You see that? Like if they were out and blended in with the rest of the design, it wouldn't be so bad. And I have a few figures like that. I don't know if I have any in this room. Hold on. All right, here's an Animal Warrior of the Kingdom character, and here's what I'm talking about. Like the pins are so close and they're flat to the outside. There's like, it's only deep in right there on the calves, but mostly everywhere else they try to put them as far out as possible to blend in. But as you just saw, they are roughly close to being the same height. Beast is known for being a limber, agile guy. He has this flat hand that will hold him on a flat surface, hopefully for a while before it starts tilting over like you just saw. But yeah, he has this flat hand and this fist, probably for his purposes like this. Or you could do something like this with him running forward. I've been demonstrating the articulation the whole time, but let's just do a specific spot. Oh man. These joints are like kind of soft a bit, but he can look down that much. He can look up this much right here. He can turn his head. His butterfly joints is nuts, like crazy nuts. The arm can go out like that. They can rotate like this. They can do that. He can do this right here. Every single hand is on a horizontal joint, and all of them go all the way out and come all the way in and rotate. I showed the waist, but I'm going to show it again, and that head just keeps popping off every time I bend it. You can do that. We can do this and rotate like that. And does he have drop down hips? I didn't realize he has drop down hips right there. Or they, yeah, it's dropping down, but I don't know how to activate it. Yeah, I can feel it doing it, but he can kick up. Here it goes. When I make him kick up a lot, when I make him kick up more than 90 degrees, I feel them dropping down. But you can shift it back up. It's weird. He has a tight thigh swivel. The leg kicks out all the way, kick back, double jointed knees. The foot kicks back like that. It kicks forward like this, and the toe comes forward. There's nothing really locking that into place, but it stops right there and it goes down a bit. But the reason why the head is popping off is the connector is soft like a mezco, and that ball joint is just there at the top. There's no stem at all. It's just straight up, just ball joint. Oh, I see how it works. It's not a traditional drop down hip where it's on a hinge system. It's you pull it and it's like that, and you push it up and the bar goes up. So it's just one bar. All right, here's the previous release of this mold right here. I don't know why, maybe it's the colors, but it kind of looks like this one is taller and bigger, but they're the exact same mold. This one just has black paint on it instead of the bluish paint. There's a lot more black paint, a lot. So it seems like the paint is spread out more around the body, but they picked the actual claws out on this one in white. They decided his claws were blue on this figure, which I think is accurate depending on some places. And his hair has a lot more blue plastic showing. So there's that. Here he is next to the MCU She-Hulk. The before X-Men 97 Nightcrawler. Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. G.I. Joe classified guy. Here's this right here. And yeah, good figure. It would be nice if he had pinless joints and can't think of much else. The glasses, if they work better. I always like matching hands. And he has 4 different hands. Now he comes with a bunch of stuff. One of the things I would have wanted is just a head with maybe a smile and his regular eyes showing. So that would have been cool. And having an actual soft, good lab jacket, great. But anywho, I want this video to be over. If I find him on Amazon, there's going to be a link on it in the description. I have a lot of background noise right now, and I hope I'm going to have so much editing. It's frustrating me. Thank you for watching. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here.
Figure action.
That one's me. Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group. Link in the description.
Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You